What's poppin', everybody?
Hola.
Dream Fight 3.
Anderson the Spider Silva versus
LYOTO, the Dragon Machida. Everybody out there on the message boards wanted it, comments said it.
I don't even think, I think everyone in the MMA community who knows, their 2 cents about MMA wants to see these two guys fight.
Including Dana White, except for these two because they're friends.
Then if they're friends and Anderson Silva don't go up to 205, stay at 185 and beat the monkey piss out of everyone. But Kevin and I are here to say, if they were to fight tomorrow, who are you going with? And we have some stats to back it up.
Yeah. If they were to fight hypothetically tomorrow, both healthy with the records at being right as they are right now, what would happen?
Machida's 15-0. I mean, longest winning. Well, no, he doesn't have the longest winning streak in the UFC, but he is undefeated at 15-0. And Silva has the longest winning streak in the UFC with 11 wins in a row.
Right.
Now, another, fact about Anderson Silva is when he throws a punch, he's going to hit you 71% of the time.
71% of the time, he is landing his blows at you. Whereas with Machida, it's 54%. Now, another thing that I think a lot of people don't realize, Machida has, both of them have the label of being elusive fighters. Machida, I think even a little bit more so. But realistically, Anderson Silva, basically, his strikes against are a little bit better than Machida's. Basically, if you're throwing punches at Anderson Silva, you're landing them 23% of the time, whereas with Machida, you're landing them 25% of the time.
Now, my hat's off to Machida because the last fight we saw him fight, I have never seen a man throw a head kick that fast in my life.
Right.
His legs are insanely quick. I think that would give Anderson a bit of a problem because, Forrest Griffin was touted as having great kicks.
Right.
I don't know if he just decided not to kick that fight or what, but
right.
I think, and another fact about Anderson Silva is his takedown. If he shoots in for a takedown, now I don't know how many takedowns he's done over his career,
right?
But he's going to take you down 84% of the time.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize that about Anderson Silva. He actually has the best percentage of anybody taking people down. No one would probably think that Anderson Silva is that good of a takedown artist, but he does. The thing about these two guys is anytime when you're fighting, MMA, boxing, wherever, that's why it's such a science and an art. When you throw a punch, you leave an opening.
Right.
The moment you throw a punch, you leave an opening. These two fucking guys are not just great at fucking dodging the punch that you're throwing at them, but they have the crazy ability to capitalize on those fucking openings, man. And you're looking at two guys that are fucking great technicians at doing it. That's why it would make it such an interesting fight.
I think it would be interesting in the sense that I'd like to see who would press the action. Machida's notorious for laying back, waiting for you to make mistakes, and so is Anderson.
Right.
Now we've seen two counter fighters fight before, and one's the aggressor.
Right.
So I'd be interested to see which one would be the aggressor in this fight. Me personally, I think Anderson would press Machida.
Yeah.
Because I think he'd try to close the gap and get inside so he can't get those head kicks off.
Right.
That's me.
I think he would have to press the fight too. I think if the longer the fight went on, if he let Machida get in close, Machida's definitely a lot stronger than people think he is. I think he could maybe stronger than Silva. I don't know because
I'd love to find out.
Yeah, we all love to find out. The crazy thing is that both of these guys have gone. Anderson has said basically that Machida is the one guy that does give him problems sparring.
Right.
Most guys don't give him sparring, but he does. They actually train at the same spot. He gives them problems sparring. Now, on the other hand, LYOTO Machida has basically come out and said he thinks that Anderson Silva would KO Fedor.
See, now that's part of the interesting facts. But
right.
Before we get into the interesting facts and some of the other tidbits, I'm going with Anderson Silva TKO third round.
TKO third round.
TKO. We're gonna bet this fight would be 5 rounds, 5 minutes apiece.
5 rounds, 5 minutes apiece. I would have to go with Anderson Silva. Probably giving him a TKO, putting him away with a TKO even in the third or fourth round. I think if the fight went on, if Anderson Silva allowed it to go on, or if it got on, I think when you look at LYOTO Machida's record with decisions, he sits there and picks people apart. He's a real good technician. I think that would not favor Anderson Silva. I think that Machida could probably get a decision on Silva if it got to that point.
Right.
But if it was today, I would have to go with Silva. I would agree with you. I would go with Silva.
I'm going with Anderson as well. So you guys have to tell us what you think. What round? How would they win? Method, the whole nine.
Right.
But before we end this lovely, lovely dream fight,
you're going to talk about the piss?
Yeah. I can understand why a lot of you people would go with Machida because who else? The man's powered by urine.
He's powered by urine. You know, he drinks his urine because he says, and he was taught by his father, that it helps with his immune system.
See, I don't understand that, because anyone out there with half a brain understands when you pee, that's your waste product. That's your body getting rid of stuff. You're peeing out the stuff your body doesn't need. So why would you put it back into your body?
I don't give a fuck what you say, but apparently General Motors doesn't agree with you, because you've heard the latest rumor, right? Don't roll your eyes at me, because rumor has it, and I got the article right here, GM will be introducing their newest model in a line of alternative fuel cars, the Dragon. This vehicle will run completely on Machida's piss and will be available in the spring of 2010. Now, let me tell you something. If this vehicle runs anything with this piss like it does when he fights, they got a good-ass product. GM might come out of bankruptcy, bitch.
Dream Fight 3 coming to a close.
Yes. Later, guys.